Now, we have another doctor with us today who is also our Allied Health Professional of the Year for Nutrametrix. He's an advanced orthogonal chiropractic care, Bachelor in Science, and his doctorate degree from Life University, a board-certified Atlas orthogonist. And he's obviously a big part of our system here, and again, our Allied Health Professional of the Year. He's going to share with you the perspective from the chiropractic and allied health side on how it's worked for his patients to help him innovate and expand his health care. Please help me give a Nutrametrix welcome to Dr. Stan Pierce.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. I absolutely love conventions because, like all of you, 6 months, we need to be recharged too. I go out in the same world of mediocrity where people expect their lives to be average. They accept declining health as part of the aging process. It's not, but they accept these substandard levels. And when we're all working to try to help people see a new vision for their life and a new vision for their health, that's draining. That's draining on all of us. And we get frustrated with people that they won't want to change their lives as much as we want them to change their lives. So when I come here and get to be around you and your excitement for changing your lives and your health, that refuels me too. So thank you for what you do for me. Whenever we speak, Nutrametrix usually will ask, hey, could you discuss this topic or that topic? And this time they said, can you tell us what it would be like if you didn't have Nutrametrix in your practice or in your life? And I thought that was a really interesting question because when you've been around something for a while, it becomes part of who you are. And so the identity of our practice just has Nutrametrix in it. And what it's done for me in my life, it just is part of who I am now. So thinking back, it was 4.5 years ago where one of you, a Market America distributor, had gone to the Nutrametrix consultant training course to learn how to deal with people like me. And you were willing to step into my office and prospect me, and I was very resistant, but open-minded enough to ask enough questions that led towards the understanding of how cool GeneSNP is, and how by implementing that, I could educate patients on a whole nother level that I couldn't do just through my own opinion or my own testing, but we actually could do it on a genetic level where patients could see their genome and be able to customize their life to match that. And as a health professional, one of the most difficult things is trying to get patients to comply, like do what they need to do to get well. And that credibility, whether you're a doctor or not, that credibility is always in question with patients, or even with your friends and family. So being able to use GeneSNP to enhance that credibility has been a good feature that I would really miss. And that opened my eyes to looking into isotonics, and I thought, wait, no digestion required, better absorption. This should get better results for my patients. So it was exciting to see patients getting better, healthier, faster, and I would miss that if I didn't have Nutrametrix. TLS, watching people's bodies just shape down, watching their life come back, watching their spirit rejuvenate. Boy, I would miss seeing that. So those are three main things I would miss if I didn't have Nutrametrix. But when those services, whenever you have any new product or service that's brought into an office, you will see excitement. Okay, if the doctor or somebody's going to put it in, they're excited enough to say, we'll give it a try. And you'll see new businesses pop up with new products, and everyone's excited, and they all jump into the new business. But the key about it is that if you don't have that product be effective and produce the results that it claims to, then that excitement will die off. And therefore, you will, as a business administrator, you will see that although your statistics of sales might be higher that very first year because of the excitement, you will see a drop-off in those sales year after year because the results didn't keep the patients motivated. And if patients don't get better results, the doctor gets less motivated. So the testimony I want to give you also about the effectiveness of Nutrametrix is something I would really miss. We used a previous supplement company back in 2007 was our last year with them, and we had sold $7,500 worth of their supplements that year. Our first year with Nutrametrix, we sold $115,000. And I love sharing that but then again, remember, it could just be excitement. let's be realistic. It could just be something new. We see potential. So here's the greater testimony. Last year we sold 191,000. This year we're on track to selling over 230,000. It keeps growing because the results fuel the growth. The results also encourage me, and I would really miss that revenue if I didn't have Nutrametrix too. With that revenue, we've been able to hire on additional staff. We hired on a director of research at our office. We hired on a Nutrametrix consultant as a full-time wellness coach at our office. And her name's Kelly Klein. She's here somewhere. But I threatened her. I'd say, I'm going to pull you up on stage. And she got all freaked out. I wasn't going to. But so she's here, and she's a big help to me. And it's because of that teamwork that we're actually getting patients more motivated and staying on top of their healthcare needs, too. So I would miss those 2 employees. What else would I miss? I would miss the confidence. I'm not an unconfident guy, but when you go to the trainings and you learn from Dr. Deidre Mason on how to understand the product line, how to help your patients more and recognize conditions and make the right recommendations, it builds your confidence. I would miss the confidence that GeneSnip provides, the additional confidence there. And so when you have a better understanding of what you can do to help people, you get more confident, and the results fuel that confidence to go through the roof. So I would miss that extra confidence. I would also miss Mondays. For those of you in the business, I would miss the extra excitement for Mondays, because Mondays are normally the start of a work week. Well, it's our reward day around here, so I would miss the extra excitement for Mondays. I would miss the implementation assistance that Lauren helps me with. I would miss watching Brandy coordinate the health professional course and try to customize to all the different doctors' needs. I learned from that. I would miss the relationships. Dr. Kritchmar, Dr. Schnur, I've enjoyed getting to know them. Dr. Milan, I love talking to that guy. I met Dr. Chow this weekend. And to see this mission statement of Nutrametrix, changing the face of healthcare, and see all these different health professionals coming together, regardless of their stigmas and frustrations, coming together for the benefit of the patient. That is rejuvenating to me, because if you think about it, there's a lot of doctors that are in private practice trying to make that change, trying to keep that motivation. But you get feeling like you're just this little island out there, like nobody else is really fighting like you are. This gives you the encouragement. You have a whole team. You have multidisciplines, all there just fueling this same passion and movement towards improved health. And I would miss that too. So, Team Tampa Bay. I'd miss Team Tampa Bay. And actually that brings up a good point. Probably the last thing I would miss most is you. Because when we come to these seminars, and we do get that rejuvenation, but we get to see people whose passion is about the future being better. That does recharge all of us. So thank you for who you are and for what you bring to this. Have a good event.